Hi there, freelance friends. Thank you for joining me. We have another episode of Let's Talk Tech. Today we are going to be focusing on AI tools again, but we're going to specifically look at a comparison between ChatGPT and Claude. And hopefully this episode will help you decide which AI tool you should use as a freelancer. So, as we've mentioned in this podcast before, as a freelancer, AI tools can be an absolute game changer for your productivity. But with multiple options available, which one should you actually use? So today, let's break down two of the major players, ChatGPT and Claude, and help you figure out which fits your freelance workflow best. So, what is the difference between the two of them? Well, both ChatGPT from OpenAI and Claude from Anthropic are powerful AI assistants that can help you with your writing, your research, your coding, your brainstorming, and more. And while they may seem similar on the surface, and of course they do have some similarities, they also have distinct strengths that matter for different types of freelance work. So most of you know that ChatGPT has been around longer than Claude. ChatGPT launched publicly at the end of 2022. It has broader name recognition and it offers multiple tiers of memberships, including a free version, a ChatGPT Plus version with advanced features, along with access to plugins and custom GPTs that extend its functionality and are really cool. It's particularly strong at creative tasks, coding assistance, and has extensive integration options with other tools. On the other hand, Claude is newer, but it has quickly gained traction for its conversational style, nuanced understanding, and its ability to handle long documents well. It excels at analyzing complex materials, maintaining context over extended conversations, and providing thoughtful, balanced perspectives on topics. So I personally have been using ChatGPT and Copilot most frequently and for a longer term period, at least when it comes to AI. I have been using them both for a couple of years, and I felt pretty comfortable with them. But recently, I've started using Claude every so often after several colleagues that I collaborate with on various projects mentioned that they actually prefer it for learning and instructional work. So, as a person who does learning and development for my main work, it caught my attention. The more I have experimented with Claude and used it for training-related projects, the more I understand why my colleagues felt it was particularly well suited for creating educational content. Claude has a talent for breaking down complex concepts and articulating them into clear, scaffolded explanations that build on each other logically. It will ask you for clarifying questions to ensure that it understands the learner's level. It will provide examples that actually make sense in the context that you are providing, and explains the why behind concepts rather than just the what. So, for creating training materials, course outlines, or explaining technical topics to clients, it presents a thoughtful, pedagogical approach that seems to be really different. It feels less like getting quick answers and more like working with someone who genuinely wants to help others understand, which is exactly what I need when I'm developing instructional content. Now, there are, of course, times that Claude may not be the best choice. If you're a freelancer who needs versatility and integration, ChatGPT offers some really compelling advantages. The ability to access their plugin ecosystem means that you can connect ChatGPT to a variety of different tools that you may be using on the back end. You can also browse the web for current information, analyze data, and then even use their image generation tool, Dolly, to generate images. This makes it incredibly useful if you're managing multiple aspects of your business and want one tool that does it all. ChatGPT also tends to be faster at generating responses, which does often matter when you're on a tight deadline. It does have creative writing capabilities that are excellent for marketing, copy, social media content, blog posts, and brainstorming various ideas. So if you're a content creator, copywriter, digital marketer, or something related to those, then ChatGPT's engaging style is probably going to hit the mark for you. Additionally, the custom GPTs feature is another major plus of ChatGPT because you can create specialized versions trained on your specific needs, which is pretty amazing. Now, when Claude shines, in addition to what I've already mentioned, is when you utilize its ability to process and analyze long documents. It does really well analyzing documents of up to even 150,000 words in a single conversation. So if you're a freelancer who works with contracts, research papers, technical documentation, lengthy client briefs, this feature is going to be invaluable to you because you will be able to upload entire documents and ask Claude to summarize, analyze, or extract specific information without manually breaking it into chunks. The conversational quality that Claude has also often feels more natural and thoughtful. It's particularly good at understanding nuance, providing balanced perspectives, and asking clarifying questions when your request is ambiguous. This makes it ideal for complex problem solving, strategic planning, or simply when you need a thought partner rather than just a content generator. Claude also tends to be more cautious and thorough with factual information, which is really crucial if you're doing a research-based project or need simply to ensure high accuracy. For technical writers, consultants, researchers, or anyone whose work requires depth over speed, Claude's careful approach might be a major advantage for you. Now, what about the cost of these tools? Well, as most of you know, ChatGPT does offer a free tier, and it gives you limited access to its latest model. Well, ChatGPT Plus costs around $20 a month and gives you priority access, which means faster responses and access to plugins and custom GPTs. There's also a team plan available at $25 or so per user per month with collaboration features if you do have a small team and that's something that you need. Now, Claude also has a free tier, and Claude Pro is very comparable in price to ChatGPT, also costing about $20 a month and giving you that higher usage limit, priority access during peak times, and early access to new features. So both platforms offer similar pricing at the paid tier. So the cost is likely not to be your deciding factor if you are inevitably deciding between both of these tools. Now, what most freelancers actually end up discovering is that you don't have to just choose one of these tools. Many successful freelancers use both tools for different purposes. You might use ChatGPT for quick content generation, social media posts, and brainstorming, while turning to Claude for contract review, in-depth research, strategic planning, and analyzing client documents. Think about your specific freelance work. Are you doing more creative, fast-paced content creation? If so, ChatGPT might be your daily driver. Are you handling complex documents, doing deep analysis, or need a thoughtful strategic input? Well, then Claude may be your go-to. Need web browsing and integrations? ChatGPT has the edge. Need to process a 50-page request for proposal? Well, maybe Claude is your tool in that case. So in summary, my opinion is that both ChatGPT and Claude are powerful tools that can significantly boost your freelance productivity. ChatGPT really excels at speed, creativity, versatility, and integrations. It's perfect for freelancers who do content creation and who need a versatile AI tool. Claude, on the other hand, shines with document analysis, nuance understanding, and thoughtful responses. It's ideal for freelancers who do strategic work and more complex projects. So my advice is to start with the free version of both of these tools and experiment with your work tasks. Try the same prompt in both tools and examine and compare your results. See which one is working better for you. Pay attention to the one that feels more intuitive for your workflow and delivers better results for your specific needs. Because the best AI tool for you is the one that actually makes your freelance life easier. And discover if it is just one of these tools or if it might be both of them. I hope that you found this helpful. If you did, please do like and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you on a future podcast. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.